Oh man, what's going on, guys? No, it's not working. I've got. I'm in my car. I got Wi-Fi on my vehicle. So apparently, apparently, someone else's power line around here blew up and melted the fiber optic cable. So, what are the odds, right? What are the odds? What's up, Cody? I'll tell you, in search of 775, it was not much of an afternoon. Yep, not much of an afternoon. What's up, Lambo? Dr. Luke in the house. Ambrose. Yep, today was very choppy. They kicked me out of the hotel. All right, I'm in the car, soupy stuck. Yep, I've got my internet's out. Art, hopefully. Yeah, Studio C. Yeah, it's totally off, man. I really didn't have my setup today. The dog kicked me out. Yeah, it was Thor in a van down by the river. What's up, Sea River Rats? Um, Good to see everybody tonight. Thank you for hopping on. I'm doing the best I can do with what I got. So I wanted to hop on and at least chart a few things for you. I'll even get really wow. That's all right. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's go. Um, Turn this light off. See if I can bring the chart. Money Mike on the run. That's right. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can, guys. I had a boom Basel this morning, Kitty. Yeah. Mobile Money Mike. Mobile Money Mike. Yeah. Illinois in the house. Interesting studio there. Yeah. One of our way back in the back, Matt. Check 1 2. Yeah. All right, my friends. Let me get some charts pulled up here. Give me 1 second. Muscular Mike Switz, what's up? Boundless Lords, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, Amazon, I tell you, Tyler, Amazon caught my eye today. It was looking pretty strong. Google had a strong move throughout the day. And I mean, yeah, there you go. Let's see here, guys. That's right, Kelly. I ain't letting nothing get me down. Even for the one jokester that tries to get me down in here. Not going to work, though, brother. I don't know why you even log in. All right. Are we okay there with audio now? Yeah. Good to go now, right, guys? Okay. I got to shift it into drive every 10 minutes so the car don't cut off on me. Okay. It was better before. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I think it's all right. How's that? Is that better? Okay. I'm trying, guys. Nvidia had a nice move. We're retaking 50 on the RSI on Nvidia. Looks like it's broke out of this trend a little bit, guys. Kind of a double bottom flavor of the day on it with the W pattern right here. So right here's your breakout on Nvidia. I would dare say 188's got to be broke. if you're trying to long this, around 170 is going to be your support right now. Okay. Let's get a little volume profile. Thank you, Kobe. There you go, guys. Right there it is. This thing's got to get over 188 right here. It's going to struggle up through here. You're probably going to run into trouble. It's going to creep on up, I think. I think it's going to creep to 188. If you was to come back and lose what we established on Friday, that's 176 for some reason. That would be my out around 176.50. Up above us, you can see really close to 188. It's got to be broke. That's our volume right there. That's what we got to get over, this big shelf, that back shelf right there. 189.30, something like that. Hey, hey, Shelly. There's Kevin Alderman. Thank you, brother. Well, Kevin, I tell you, I feel like I owe you all my best, so that's what I give you is my best. Today was a little difficult for me, not having my normal setup, but I tried not to force much and just couldn't get many trades in. It is what it is. So there's Nvidia. I did like Google off its lows today. Let's check this. Check your 15 out here on Google. So we retraced all the way back to pre-market high here now. This is what we got to break, guys. 310. 310's the number. If we go back here, you can see how we stair-stepped down. Now, let's get it on a 1 hour. I like where Google retraced to, man. And it's coming out of this descending channel here. See that? So I kind of like that. I like that move and that rebound we got today off the lows. If you played Google intraday today, then uh, we've got a back test of all these highs from yesterday. Check this out, guys. When you get areas like this in your previous day, you see all that consolidation. Look where we came down and tested it today. Right here, same spot, right? Same area. This is an area. This is not a particular line or level. This is an area of market structure. That's right where we came down into and tested today and bounced. So Google wasn't a bad long off the lows today if you wanted to give it a chance. It was a hard flush out of the open just to come back and retest that. So we didn't make a new low. We didn't break any of this stuff. So really over 310 is your breakout right now on Google. I'm going to say 310. I want to go back to the 4 hour for just a moment. Thought you were doing a side gig, Uber. my side gigs are done. I've done that for years, Raise Mania. Trying to build my account up, brother. 120 shows a year, and I put my time in for the side gigs. Hopefully, this has been a really good year for me. Man, I work the same method every day, and occasionally you get a day like today, but it's not going to stop my method. It's not going to stop my routine. Just want to make sure the audio is still working. If something happens to the audio, y'all tell me in the chat. What's up, Deshaun? See, man, that Deshaun, I feel you, brother. I absolutely feel you. Um, and that says something, man. I'm gonna tell you, I had a red day a week or two ago. I usually, I will usually normally have a green day, but some green days are like, occasionally there's like a break even green day where I barely green or something. Then I have some pretty doggone good days. One day last week I had a red day, but you think about it, man. 4 months, Deshaun. That says something, bro. That's that says something. So we just got to stay on our game every day. Same method. We work it and let it come to us. I love it, man. I want to get one volume profile on Google because I called this thing like a beast the other day. It took off, man. Well, right here, 313. All right, 310, then 313. That's your two levels above you. And really, we don't want to lose these previous lows. Let me get a small time frame here. 304 is really good support. That's where I called that drawback to the day before, was 304, and then we bounced and ripped. 306, 304, and then it started holding this 308 level pretty nice. 308.30. Okay? There you go, guys. There's Google. 310, 313, 308, 306, 304. I like that on Google. Everybody good? Samurai, the first 3 5-minute candles. I want to get out of electrical. Been doing it for 20 years. I'm definitely not mad. It's been a great. Thanks, Deshaun. Hey, Spy Lord. Morning range, the same as morning market high and low. Yes, Samurai, that's the same as uh, ORB, opening range breakout. That is this one right here. So I'll be honest with you, man. Palantir totally bumfuzzled me today. Completely. Look at that rip. I think I even called it, but I didn't get it. You know, kind of got froze in my tracks because when you see this first candle come up and do this number, to grab this second candle back up is a bit of a it's a little hard to make yourself do that. Okay, but it did it, and I should have grabbed it, but I didn't. That's that's a straight retracement to this high right here from Friday. This was Friday's high. You got a breakout of opening range and then all that consolidation till it ripped at the end of the day. Now, when it ripped at the end of the day, it's it's got it's got a I'm gonna mean it's got a nice shelf there that has been created. So I like Palantir. Let's look at the daily. Sorry guys, I had a neighbor come over trying to check on me. What's Mike doing sitting out in his car? Oh my gosh. I know, Dr. Luke. They're like, what's Mike doing? So Palantir, what I don't like about it is that we've made a couple of highs on the same RSI. I'd like for this to give a little more continuation on the daily. So let's look at the weekly for a moment. And the weekly, it's struggling a little bit here. Just to be honest, it's struggling. I'm not sure if we're digesting the move from Friday still and just consolidating a little bit. You had like a 4 days in a row. 189 was a nice level. Look at that. Tap, 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 tap. Finally broke it, and then you retested it here. So far, I would say 189 is your support on Palantir. And then you can count today's low here, 192.50, right in there. Breakout over 197. It's a bit. It needs a little more. I like that volume from Friday though, and we didn't give it back up, so I kind of like that. 189 serving as support on Palantir. If you lose that, it could be a little trouble. Okay. Okay. What else we got, guys? Social. Palantir open interest at 200 strike for this Friday. Expiration is high. Okay, GG. Can you go over why I could have played puts on Nvidia in the first part of the morning? Yeah, we could do that. Why you could have played puts on Nvidia first thing this morning. So here's why, and I even drew this line on my Weeble charts for y'all this morning. If you you know if you're on trading view, you know, this area is our pre-market, right? Now technically this is pre-market high and this is pre-market low, right? But guys, if we look at a profile of this and just measure pre-market, there's going to be two shelves here, a lower shelf and an upper shelf. So when we broke under this upper shelf up here, I think this is about where I had my line. This created this is a level itself, and the ability for it to break under that on this first candle was a nice quick flush, but that's all it was a nice quick flush, right? We can see throughout the day, Nvidia did nothing. Nvidia was all this right here took your money if you tried to play this all day. Nvidia is digesting a move still from the past few days, this run up we had, and basically just flagging at the top. So that, there was only one shot of getting Nvidia puts when the market opened this morning. You don't have to only be limited to a high and a low for pre-market area. There are often other shelves of support within this whole region. So once this first candle opened under this very last candle, really, this was your continuation candle. Often I like to get the first candle to close and then a continuation candle afterwards. That's where you make your money at. That candle right there, because it's breaking the low of this candle. Once it starts to break it, you should be hitting the buy button. And honestly, this first candle, whenever I took this, I think I tried this trade, might have got 4 or 5% or something, really small win, and then you could see it wick back up. This was all day long. Look at that. So it never would break uh, opening range low, and it never would break pre-market low. So this tells you, this is a stout level for it, and then so far it's holding it. But that's how you could have played it, brother. Hopefully that. Yes, it is, Deshaun. Just wondering. Absolutely social. Absolutely. Money, my crazy backer. Where I live, there are no Starbucks, brother. There's one Starbucks like 40 minutes away. So yeah, there's often more levels inside of inside of pre-market, or so you gotta just keep your eye out. So here's Amazon. I feel like this was something else I missed today. Let's go to a 15. Now, this was not an easy move back up, but it did trend back up all day. And actually, I took this short off of this level today, and this was late in the day, but I did take it short here and got this play. It was a perfect rejection off of today's high. Oftentimes in the middle of the day, you get those types of plays. This was a good breakout of opening range at the end of the day. These levels still play all day long. So when this candle closed over opening range, this was a nice run from 228.75, 229.50. So nothing to write home about, but at the same time, it was a little breakout for you. But that's a perfect rejection at this level on Amazon. Let's go to the 1 hour for a moment. There's a pretty big order block, a sell order block here on the 1 hour. So it's got to start chewing through this stuff. It's trying to come up out of this. Let's go to a daily. Call Elon and get you one. Yeah, I actually looked at Starlinks today. I'm probably going to get one for a backup. Mine should be, this was a fluke. This is a crazy thing. Somebody's power line exploded and melted the fiber optic in my neighborhood. So me and like two other houses are all that's out, of course. Okay. Amazon is on the cusp. It it's trying to push 50 here, man, on your RSI. It really has to make a higher high to get out of this trend. Looks like it wants to on momentum. So Amazon's got a look at this range that we're in. Look at that. One time it broke up out of it. Uh, Money Mike Stocks, that kid's room had good internet. Yeah, I'm going back there to that kid's room tomorrow morning, so I'll be over there. Oh, that's funny. That's good stuff. Okay. Is the audio still okay, guys? I need to look at MP and APLD because I got those swings, and then I wanted to look at SMCI. I did buy some shares of SMCI, guys. So this could be a failed attempt on MP. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I tried to play off these lows here at 51.50. So anything under 51, which would be this last time, 50.50, I would be stopped out. I'm not holding down through because look what's under us. Nothing. So we're not going to do that. Look at that gap. Nothing. So I'm trying to play off of this support is why I took a position here. Um, we have made a higher low on some momentum. The same with the RSI. We've got a higher low, but we got to get continuation. So it depends. MP depends on if we get over the signal line. Um, so it's kind of dead in the water unless it starts making a move. It's gonna have to give us something. If it can't hold me, I can't hold it. Right? That's just how it is, man. So this day here was just like a lot of stuff, choppy day. 51.75, 53. Yeah. If you want a really tight stop, if you're in this, 53.50 or, yeah, about 53.25. Right in here. You could use today's low if you wanted to, or you could use Friday's low down here at 52. Okay. Depends on if you want to let this consolidate for a few days. It could get a move. It's kind of neutral. I was expecting a little more today and didn't get it. What's that, Esteban? Yeah, Netflix. I'll hit Netflix in just a moment. Yeah, it very well. I told you I've been waiting for $82, man. I liked this move Friday on APLD. And I noticed another one today I'm put on your radar. Uh Michelle, I've tried to hit Poet. Yep, I've tried to hit Poet. So I kind of like APLD still, man. Right here's going to be the test, though. Y'all see what happened. Look at our momentum. It is, I mean, it's right on the line. If we get denied here, then we're going to come back and test Friday lows at 24. So have your, protect yourself. If you're in this, protect yourself with a stop. We can only give these things. I mean, there's sometimes I want to put a little risk on the table. I like to do it in a good area. And this was buying on the lows. This was buying on support. So we'll see how it goes. If tomorrow this crosses the signal line and holds over 50, we could get a move back towards 33, maybe even 34. So we're going to see right here what it's going to do. Weekly's a little bit weak here. Looky there, guys. This could wedge out here and then make its move. Let's see if it's giving anything on the daily. I like that wedge even better on the daily now that I've located that. This is going to wedge out. I may build a position in shares here. I kind of like this play. We'll see. I got my eye on it. We'll keep a watch on it. Protect yourself with a stop loss if you did take it, if you're in that, okay? I wouldn't want to give up Friday's lows down here at 24, 24.30, something like that, okay? Let's get Netflix. Somebody said Poet. Michelle said Poet. Oh, my gosh. There's 400 diamond. I guess I'm trying to get to as many as I can, guys. I don't have much time left out here in my car. I'm doing my best. I still like 82, man. You see my line right here, 82. Look at the monthly momentum, y'all. If I was to get, let me do a profile on this. I've been slowly buying Netflix down here, and I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking about uh 5 years from now, okay? Look at the last time on the weekly we got oversold. Imagine if we got even to 30 down here on the weekly, what kind of gains this could produce in the coming years. I still like 82. 88's the bottom of this profile. And then you've got big support down here between 55 to 72. This is a good buy zone, in my opinion, all through here. And then if we go back to previous all-time highs at $70, that's right here in this volume shelf. So that makes pretty good sense. I would say 82 for a bounce. And if we'll have to see what it does at that point, see if it holds, but it is respected 82 really good right here 2 times. I would expect it will probably interact with it some when we get there. Now, let's throw the 200 EMA up there on the weekly. So this is running around 75 right now. I think it's still got some more downside in my opinion. Okay. This is something that is in my long-term portfolio and will be there for some years to come. So live at the drive-in, Chris. That's right, Charlie Brown. I want to do my best for you guys. Yep, Michelle, I already have some Netflix. I've been nibbling on the way down through here. Nibbling a little bit. How do you decide if you want to play an option or shares on a stock short term? Success, if I'm doing it short term, I have to have established support, and my momentum indicators are beginning to give me some signs of reversal. Really, for long term, the same way. It's just not so much like on a weekly, but if I'm getting some good turns on a daily on my uh, on my oscillators, then I will swing some stuff sometimes. Now, I had somebody ask me about Poet yesterday. I had some shares on this. I'm up some. I think I covered this last night. Path and Poet. I don't know if anybody played either one of those today, but they turned out pretty nice. Um, this is a rising wedge. These are usually bearish. Doesn't mean it's going to break down right now, though. But I think I think Poet's looking pretty strong, man. I dare say you'll test these highs again at 860, something like that. You busted 60 today. If this RSI continues, I mean, it's looking pretty good right now. Here's an order block detector from Lux. This is coming into a sell order block all the way up to 860. You see it right there. So careful when we get to that price range, okay? This was on the weekly. I like that for a breakout. It doesn't look too bad. 870 is going to be the number if we get over it. You can see the last two times we got wicked hard off of that level. If this gets through 870, then she'll get legs on it all the way to 12. I bet. I would bet on it. This is the weekly. These are bullish looking to me. So keep that on your radar. All right. Couple more, and then I got to go, guys. Yeah, BBAI. Let me hit that. I'm still holding my calls for 2028. How can anyone chase those that already popped that going to get another sell off like we always get? I know what you mean, Michael Anthony. Charlie Brown, I like BBAI super long term. But it's got to get through all this, man. It's got to get back above 950 up here. We've continued to unwind on momentum all the way down through here on the weekly. So it's got to get some volume, man. It's got to get some volume. My play is just long term. I have long term lotto calls for January of 2028 on BBAI. And I bought it with house money. I'm not telling you what to buy, hold, or sell because I'm not a financial advisor. But I think fundamentally the AI story is not over, and this thing is going to have its day in the sun again. I mean, it's not giving up all these all this consolidation. It's not stepping in and just unwinding all the way back down to $1, you know. Of course, you have to use risk management, but I have a small amount of calls on this for January of 2028, and I think it's going to do well. So it's the best that I can say. It's got to get through all this stuff. Look at all these top wicks, top wicks, top wicks. It's a lot of selling up there. So we've consistently made higher lows up through here, but ultimately it's got to break 950. Until then, you got to be willing to endure the chop and the range because that's what it's doing. Range bound now. Okay. Netflix for the long haul, Elizabeth. Yep. Michelle on what? On BBAI? Let's see if I can hit Lyft. Everybody wants Lyft. If I was going to play shares of BBAI, I would be wanting to get it like between at the lower end of this, as close to 5 as I could. Anything under that is tough to stomach. 250, but like I said, I bought mine with house money. I'm just kind of letting it ride for 2 years. And Let's hit Lyft for everybody. Let's see what it's doing. Again, it has to hold 19. Let's go to a daily. It is holding the 200 EMA, but every time, yeah, somewhere around 5, Michelle. Yeah, every time comes down here and plays with this level around 1880, somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah, right in there, 1880. You got 1880, you got the 200 EMA right there. That's running your support. So you've got a decent amount of consolidation through here. This level continues to hold. That level has to hold for Lyft to get bullish at all. I do like that it's consolidated up here. It's created a range up top. That's kind of what you're looking at. Thanks, Ice. Yeah. Let's go to a monthly for a moment. I don't like that the monthly rejected at 60. And you can see what once was support has now become resistance. That's the monthly outlook. You see that line right there? Same level. Reject, 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 reject. 4 times we've rejected this. $23 has to break and close at least a solid daily, couple daily candles over it for us to get a run on Lyft. And I think if this thing takes off over that level, 2350 area, it's got some room to run. There's not much structure holding it down up through here, I'll say. So I like it long term. I like it very long term. I think you just got to lock and load on it and build a position. Mr. T, am I buying bull? I have never bought one share of bull. Maybe I keep a close watch on it because y'all ask for it every time I chart. I have consistently not liked this stock. Nobody can ever say that I've come on here and been bullish on bull. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but saying that, it could have its day in the sun. I wish that Webull would have gotten on the same path as Robinhood did with uh, with all the innovation and everything that they've came up with. Because Robinhood's really killed it here. Robinhood is absolutely, I mean, you know what they've done. Where's my live? There we go. Yeah. The thing with Bull is there's no volume, no heavy-handed volume stepping in here. None of it. Oh, can you check Tesla Weeble's bet? Yeah, as far as the platform goes, I love Weeble 10-1 better. But as a stock, no. But they could have their day in the sun, you know. It definitely could. I told everybody under $10 it was gone, and there was your last high, 1037. Once that broke, she flushed, came back up, retested, and flushed again. So, you know, this could be what looks like a double bottom here, W pattern, right? Your breakout is over 1050. So you can also see that RSI just doesn't want to get over 60 for any kind of breakout. If we stretch this line on over, you'll see that was the previous lows. So that $10, 1050 level right in there, that is crucial for bull to have any kind of run. And it's lacking volume. It's lacking volume. Um, yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. Chris with the super chat. Thanks, brother. I mean, this volume node down here compared to all the other, yeah, it was bigger on a daily, but even look at that last time that it had a volume node come in, this was not enough to reverse anything. And this is way even way smaller. So it's just no strength there, man. I'm sure Chris wants to look at Apple. I know he's an Apple guy. VRT. I'll try to look at VRT right fast. I got I got a couple more in me, and I got to go, guys. I think I was looking at Apple earlier today. It looks a little bearish to me. Looks a little bearish, just to be honest. I think you're probably going to come test 264. Uh, this could be if we got another pop off this level up and then down. Could be one scenario under 265.50 for a head and shoulders. Possible. That is what I see on Apple. You guys see that with me? Remember what happens the majority of the time on ascending channels. They break down, right? So we have to To validate that move, we will have to break through 265.50 to validate any kind of move down. And then you're looking probably 245, 255. That's possible on Apple. I really honestly almost took some Apple puts today, but I would kind of like to see this level break. It's still sitting in some structure up here. 268 or 269 would be an early entry for like puts a few weeks out. I think under this level, perfect sense to me. Under 265, 10-point move down to 255. That's what I think. Okay? Check your oscillators. Your daily is about to hit the zero line to the downside. And we are under 50 on the RSI. This is a decent looking setup. You may bounce one more time on 265, then make a lower high, 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 howdy. There you go. That's how I see it, man. All right, my friends. Okay. SMR. Let's look. We ran this one a week or so ago. We got this move right here. Man, that was a rocket too, huh? But no breakout. What just happened to my levels? What just happened? There they went. Okay. Thanks, Chris. Um, that 2350 is still breakout. Bullish case, we have made a higher low on momentum. So I want to get back over the signal line and over 40, and the MACD bounces here, which it looks like it's doing. So if you wanted to go long on SMR, you would need to use these local lows as your stop. 1550, right in there. Okay? That's how I see it. There's another level, 1125. So if that breaks, you're probably going to come test these 13 and 11. So careful with that one. I would also want um Crossing up the moving average. Okay. I'll set that on the weekly. If we got a cross up of the signal line, if not, 13 and 11 or 13 and 12 is on the table for SMR. Okay. So just protect yourself if you go in. All right, my friends. Oh, NVO, Michelle. Well, it's sitting on some support. It's pretty beat down. I don't know much about the stock, but I have to get back over 51 right there for breakout. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Michelle. It could be consolidating here between 45 up to about 51. That would be my best assumption. Consolidation, and if it built up off of this. But right now, it's a slow grind for sure. Slow grind for sure. Okay. NBO had big news today on their weight management pill. I think we may see a rise tomorrow. Okay. I put it on my watch list. Did it do something after hours? Yeah, it did, didn't it? I see. Okay. Let's see here. Sitting at 53. Okay. I'll keep my eye on this. Might get a short squeeze. Yeah, possible. All right, my friends, I am out of time. I will keep this on my watch list. Michelle, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Could be a killer move. Could be a good one. All right, guys. Let me get my face back up here. I'm going to have to let it go for the night. Much love, much appreciation. I did my best for you. What was it, Michael Anthony? I missed it. I'm sorry, buddy. LW could have upside that sales price McDonald's and the rest of the group at discount after earnings. LW. I'll keep a watch on it, brother. Thank you. Guys, thank you. If you're just from YouTube, thank you. Doing the best I could do with my internet issues right now. Hopefully they get me going. The company get me going tomorrow. I'll do my best every day for you. I promise you that. Appreciate you guys so much. Campos, yep, I am in my car charting for you. I do love you guys and just want to do the best for you. If you'd like to support me, if you click on the description in the video, the very top link will bring you over to the Discord. That's where we live day trade every day. We did pretty good for the most part. We did pretty good, get a slow day here and there. But we got a lot of education, a lot of charting, a lot of great value in the Discord. If you want or interested in coaching, my email is in the description. I'm booking February dates right now, guys. But I will have group sessions all throughout January and probably do one more at the Saturday after Christmas. So I guess this coming Saturday morning. Okay. All right. Peace, love, and charts. Hit that description, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. And you can come over and support me. You can click on the top link in the description. That'll get you in the Discord. You get me that's willing to come to his vehicle and use the car Wi-Fi when your line's down. All right, guys. Love you. Peace. I'm out.